quickly show you a couple things that have been happening here. We saw a real nice rally here. This is the British pound dollar cross, and we just, if we want to look at yesterday's price action before we look at today's, we saw that the price that the market had fallen down to 8,200, where I showed you that video clip from yesterday, and was rejected and rallied up to approximately 82.60 and change before consolidating through the Asian session. A lot of the Asian traders on vacation, and we drifted just downwards. Open of London here, open of London drifting down, testing 8,200, and then pushing price up. And as we got into the U.S. session, price was pushed up further on some weak data reports. All right, and the British pound here has been testing with this previous day's high of 84.13. We're now at 8,400. It has been testing 8,400, and I actually just came off of trading a short at 83.96, and I'm in that trade now, in fact. And I don't normally do this, but I'm quite comfortable with the trade. In any event, we're watching price now start to fall because it has tested any number of times, and as time elapses to later in the session, price is getting thinner, and it appears as though the market will be less willing to commit to new levels on the session above this previous day's high and 8,400. And I want to show you what supports this trade. I'm sorry, just let me point out one thing before I move forward here. And I realize that I do jump around occasionally, but in any event, I just want to show you that this market rallied up here, and now we see price has retraced to the 38% retracement, just above the 38% retracement on the day. And I'm just going to move this up here. Let's see if I can grab hold of this guy. It's at the 80. It's at the 38, and the British pound really likes that 50% retracement, as I mentioned yesterday. And here we have a 50% retracement at 8,200, the figure. Now let's just go over to the Euro chart, the Euro 60-minute chart, and I want to show you this here. If we take our Fibonacci's on the last up price swing from this low to this high, we see price has fallen to 79% retracement and the previous level of resistance. All right, so we see this convergence here of these two levels, and price had bounced there on the day, and the 79% retracement level suggests that price could be slowing down here. And we see that, do you remember on the British pound how price is toying with 8,400 near the previous day's high? Well, the euro has not quite come that far, so the euro is weaker in relation to the British pound in its movement against the US dollar. It has gone into this consolidative period, and it looks as though there's very little interest in some US dollar selling further from this point. All right, now what this does is this supports the British pound trade that we are far from making new levels on the euro, and where the British pound is actually toying with making new levels, but is more likely to pull back before liquidity picks up in a new London session later on. And as we know, there would be a very light trading in the Tokyo session, as it is a holiday scenario in Japan at this time. If we look at the British pound daily chart, we see that our previous high is this one noted over here from September the 5th of last year, and we're really not anywhere near that. We're still toying with the 8,400 level and trying to chop some wood through there. But let's move over to the Euro daily chart. If we see the high on the Euro daily chart right here, this high right here, it comes 1 pip away from the highs of May of 2005. And that's the level that has been eyed by the market. And we see here this this level of You see these highs right here, and we see that this level is resistance and is now has been offering support to the market here. All right, the bodies is where the bulk of the volume has been, and once again, as you've seen in the class, this is our level of resistance and our level of support over here. And looks as though price is holding above these levels. If we start to see a breakdown of these levels, 2600 and below here, then we may see a significant fall. In fact, price has moved to a parabolic rate up to these highs, and any breakdown or any confirmation of a breakdown could see a real nice retracement move. And what you should do at this stage is you should have your Fibonacci levels pulled from the low to the high, and you should be watching for any convergences in these levels as price may make its way back down. That's it, folks, for today. Just wanted to point that out, and good luck with your trading.